adventure. The day is nice and clear, and it's 58 degrees right now, but it's supposed to warm up to the high 70s. So let's go explore Apache Lake and the thrilling ride to get there. I hear it's quite a little highway there. Let's see who's with us. Blue's there. He's being a little camera shy right now. Old man's driving. Here we go. Apache Lake. Here's our turn onto Arizona 88 West, also known as Apache Trail. There's some road work going on, but I don't think that's going to stop us. At least I hope not. Apache Lake, 12 miles. The beautiful blue water you saw just a little bit ago on the right-hand side there is Roosevelt Lake. We decided to explore the Apache Trail while we were camping at Apache Campground at Roosevelt Lake. Over here, we're going to drive past the dam. This is Theodore Roosevelt Dam, which forms Roosevelt Lake. We'll cover this whole area in another video. Today, we're going to just concentrate on the Apache Trail and finding our way to the very remote Apache Lake. Apache Lake is the middle of 3 lakes on the Salt River system. The Salt River flows out of the mountains in the east and flows toward the west. The easternmost lake is Roosevelt Lake. Then we have Apache Lake, and further to the west we have Canyon Lake, which is very close to Apache Junction and Mesa, Arizona. We're heading west on Arizona 88 from Roosevelt Lake to Apache Lake. This road is twisting down to the Salt River. Here we're passing some of the overlooks around the Theodore Roosevelt Dam. And again, we'll explore those in detail in another video. We see beautiful mountain cliffs here as we descend. And the road here is fairly good. It's paved right here, but some of it doesn't have guardrails, some does. So it's kind of, you got a little tricky. But look at, there's our first glimpse of the beautiful blue-green Salt River. Let's get on. We'll pass through this construction, and then we get on to some gravel road. Here we go. The road winds down from the steep mountain, and we get closer and closer to that beautiful blue-green ribbon of water that is the Salt River. This river has many purposes. It's a water source for the Phoenix area and a great source of recreation out here in the mountains. There's a speedboater passing by on his way to Roosevelt Dam, and here's a lone fisherman waiting for his first catch of the day. We're right here on the edge of the water now, just enjoying this rare sight of so much flowing water in the desert. Who would have thought? The road here isn't as twisting and the drop-offs aren't as steep. Let's just sit back and enjoy the ride and the beautiful desert scenery. Here we come to a spot of pavement. No more gravel for this section. This is fairly new pavement done within the last year, and now we've climbed much higher up. The river is far below. Let's look back for a second. The highway continues to climb up and down around mountain curves with no guardrails. Here, as we turn around this curve, we get a glimpse of the river from high up, and we see a little island in the middle of the river. As we come down further on this paved section of the highway, we can see a sandy beach down there opposite the island. That is 3 Mile Wash Campground, which is temporarily closed. There is a road from Arizona 88 heading down that way, but it's barricaded, so there's no access from the land section. Perhaps if you had a boat, you could tie up there and have a little picnic on the beach. But for now, 3 Mile Wash is closed. Let's continue on along this amazing highway to Apache Lake. The road continues on, winding and steep, but we're on some pavement now. In the distance, we get a look at an interesting formation, our first glimpse of painted cliffs. We'll have a better view as we get closer to the lake. The scenery is about to change. We're going to exchange the pavement for gravel again, and we're going to head away from the water and into the desert. We'll climb and descend a few more mountains before we see the water again. Here's the turnoff for Burnt Corral Campground. We'll explore this on our way back from Apache Lake, so keep watching. You won't want to miss this beautiful little spot. We're deep into the desert, and we come across this sign that says one-lane bridge. And here it comes. Out of nowhere, in the middle of the desert, you have a little bridge. This crosses over Pine Creek, which is dry right now. Even though the road is paved, it is still very windy, and the drop-offs are still very steep as we go up and down into the desert mountains. It is also a favorite travel route for off-road vehicles, as once you get past Apache Lake, if you want to continue on to Canyon Lake, four-wheel drive or UTV is really the only way to go. We arrive at the Apache Lake Marina and Resort after a long 12 miles of twisting gravel and paved highway with steep mountain drop-offs. There's a vista point to the left. We'll explore that later in the video. Right now, we're going to drive down the road and see what's happening at the Apache Marina and Resort. Look at that beautiful spot of blue water in the very tan desert. Okay, this is Schuster's Lodge at Apache Lake. And here's just a little view of the area. And I'm just gonna walk over here. There's a little gate here. It's $15 to go through the gate to get down to the water. So We have chosen not to do that since we don't really have a boat or anything to make use of the water, so it's kind of like, why pay $15 for that? But it looks like a fun place to boat or kayak or maybe fish. This is about all we're gonna get to see of Apache Lake, and I'm kind of disappointed. I thought we'd get to see a little bit more, but a lot of UTV riders, boaters, pretty fun. Apache Lake Marina offers RV camping sites ranging from $60 to $70 a night, depending on whether you have 30 or 50 amp hookups. They have a dump station. They also have a hotel. They have watercraft rentals. You can rent various watercrafts there, or if you bring your own, you can also rent a parking slip at their dock. They have storage facilities as well for RVs and boats. So there's a lot of fun things to do here. Bring your boat, bring your ATV, or just come and enjoy this very remote lake. We're going to head out of the marina and explore a couple other spots around the lake. As we were heading back down the main road that we took to get to the marina, we saw this sign for Crabtree Wash. Let's go check it out. Crabtree Wash Recreation Site. Let's see what they have down here.
You can do some fishing here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's information right there. Parked vehicles must display a recreation pass. While we're taking a look at Crabtree Wash Recreation Site, I want to talk a little bit about the Tonto Passes. Almost every activity within the Tonto National Forest requires one of these Tonto Passes. There's a daily pass for $8, an annual discovery pass for $80, and a senior and disabled access discovery pass for $60. Some of the passes are available online, and some are only sold at the Tonto National Forest offices. You'll need these passes for picnic sites, shorelines, and boat launches. I'm going to put a link in this video in the description so that you can check out these passes on the Tonto National Forest website. Apache Lake Vista, Tonto National Forest.
How's the road?
Let's walk down to the Vista Point and see what's going on down here. This is a good view of the lake from here. Wow. You can hike all the way out to that Vista Point out there. And there's another storyboard out that way. There's a little path that leads out to that. Really pretty. Look at how the river winds out through there. And these mountains here, this is the eastern side of the Superstition Mountains. And there's Four Peaks over there. Again, still snow-capped. Amazing desert views. There's gold up there somewhere. Okay, here's a little storyboard at the Apache Lake Vista overlook. Here is the Horse Mesa Dam. That's what creates Apache Lake. The dam's up the Salt River. We started way up here in our campground at Cholla Campground. Here's Roosevelt Lake, and here's the dam, Theodore Roosevelt Dam. And the Salt River flows. I think we're gonna go take a look at Burnt Corral on our way back and maybe have lunch there. But here is Arizona 88. We came all the way down here to Apache Lake. We looked at Crabtree Wash. They do have camping there. They have a little tent. You can continue on the Apache Trail all the way over to Canyon Lake and Tortilla Flats. We've done that from the other side. We've come up from Apache Junction to Tortilla Flats and Canyon Lake. Maybe we'll make a video of that. I think I still have the videos saved somewhere. That was a fun adventure with a lot of beautiful desert scenery coming up here to this beautiful lake. Best enjoyed from the water probably though, right? Kayak, boat, things like that. Campground and boat launch. We're gonna go take a look at that. See how that is down at the Burnt Corral. Here's the turn. We're gonna make a left. No vehicles off-road. No, it's just right down at the water. This would be Road 183, Forest Road 183. You got a little bit of pavement, so that's good. Here's some information about the Burnt Corral Campground from the fs.usda.gov website. Burnt Corral has 82 developed campsites. They have a reservation system at recreation.gov. The even-numbered sites are first come, first served. Odd-number sites can be reserved. And reservations are only available November 1st through April 30th. The rest of the year, everything is first come, first served. It's $20 a night for the individual sites and $40 a night for double sites. There are discounts for America the Beautiful and senior and access pass holders. You get 50% off your camping fees. Like most places, it's a 14-day stay limit, and the sites are relatively small, mostly are suitable for tents. If you're bringing a camper, it has to be under 22 feet. This is all dry camping, so they do have potable water spigots. They have vault toilets, but they don't have any other facilities. If you are in a camper and you need to use the dump station, the closest dump station is about 5 to 8 miles away at Cholla Campground near Roosevelt Lake. Burnt Corral Campground was very busy the day we visited, as I believe we were probably right in the middle of spring break, and there were a lot of families enjoying the campground. It looked so nice being right there on the water, and it looked like each site had a picnic table and a barbecue grill and a fire pit. You can enjoy lots of different activities here. There were some paddle boarders and kayakers out. You can fish from the shore and from a boat. Personal watercraft and motorboats are also allowed here. This is technically not Apache Lake. This is on the Salt River. And they even have a little beach area up here just for swimmers. Right here to the right, you'll see the little beach area with some benches, and it looked pretty sandy and nice right there. I think this place would be a great place for kids. Just so many activities. Also have a day use option here at Burnt Corral. They had a little picnic area where you can come and have lunch and launch your boat or fish. They have two docks here at the end of the boat launch. We've completed our ride on the Apache Trail, and we're going to head back to our campground near Roosevelt Lake and relax. It was a spectacular ride. The scenery was just amazing. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And maybe someday you can also come out here and take a little journey on Arizona 88, the Apache Trail. Thanks for watching our ride on the Apache Trail. And remember, wherever you go, whatever you do, leave that place better than the way you found it. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.